Once I've got a script, I've got the job, and it's generating pictures for me, the first thing to do is to research it. If it's present day, if it's period, what's the period? If it's in the future, what can I research about the future? So you want to get some kind of information. You want to start to gather together references so that when you talk to the director, you've got some common ground.
When you're meeting with the director, hopefully they have ideas about the film that they wish to explore with you. And you look at films together, you look at photographs, you look at, you read books, you try to find common references to point in a direction that the film might go in.
So to take an easy example, a period film, like Wolf Hall, for instance, you start to look at the references for Wolf Hall, the painters of the time, the painters around that time, so Rembrandt, Caravaggio, Holbein. You go to galleries, you look at books, and you start to sort of talk to the director. What look do you like? Holbein's very different from Caravaggio. While you're doing this process, you're trying to find out what did the time period look like, what's real, and also how is the director seeing it. And it's a very useful resource. And you do this with picture books as well. That's why I've got a load of photographic books up there.
You get the job, and then you start talking to the director about his or her visions of what they see. And, another great thing about this industry is that everyone is different. Everyone has a different approach and a different sensibility of looks and style.
Because you look at what picture will fire off the director's imagination. There'll be one, you'll say, yeah, that's it. I want it to look like, Saul Leiter, for Carol. Those images were key for Carol. So there's often kind of one photographer or artist that particularly encapsulates the vision of the director. And that's the first job. The first step is to find out what that common ground is. And from that, you can start to build outwards.